2.5 years, I am back with another swatch video, and this time we will swatch my 9 years old 36 pan White Nights Watercolor set. I wanted to re-swatch this because I actually bought a new watercolor palette which we will be checking out and comparing it to on the next video. So if you're interested and you love to watch swatch parties, art materials reviews, and painting videos, please subscribe to my channel so you will be notified when I upload new videos like this, or follow my socials. So this comes in a plastic case, and I filled it with stickers because the paints stain on the case. Most artists prefer the metal case or the tin case, but I prefer the plastic ones because it doesn't rust. I rather have stains on my palette than rust. So mine has 9 years worth of staining. I love how this watercolor set has a huge mixing well with a detachable palette that you can move around while you're painting. One of the things that I love from this watercolors is because of its honey and gum arabic as a binder, it reactivates very fast. White Nights Watercolor is a Russian watercolor brand, so this is from the company called Nevskaya Palitra. So it is known to release pigment almost instantly. This is perfect for you if you want to create a travel palette for plein air painting or for quick painting sessions. By the way, for our swatching, we will use the Potentate Artist Watercolor Paper 300 GSM and a semi-art round sable brush. For someone like me who is a little impatient and doesn't want to wait for the paint to reactivate, this is actually perfect for me. For some painters, they usually spray water on the whole set before painting. But for me, especially when I just got this paint, I didn't have to do that because the paint is actually a little moist. And if you live in a humid and hot place, they actually melt a little. And because of that, this paint is actually vulnerable with molds. So you have to watch your paint. If you can, let it dry on the sun from time to time, or have this spray that prevents molds on paints. But since this set is very old, as you can see, there are already cracks because it dried up and not as fast to reactivate as before. This is also known for their affordable price compared to other artist-grade watercolors in the market, and performs very good in line with all the top watercolor brands in the same price range. I can't remember the price of this when I just got it, but I think it's around 3,800. And for an artist grade watercolor with 36 full pans, I think that's pretty cheap. Another reason why I love this watercolor set is because of the large pans. It has full pans, so if you use large paint brushes, it's easier to get the paint. Many painters also noticed how White Nights perform better than the same priced palettes in the market. Its colors often look richer and more saturated. The color selection on this set may be classic or traditional, and it may appear most suited to landscape painters, but they also compete with other modern palettes. I mean, look at those oranges, those reds, and those purples. The purple one is not light fast though, but look at those colors, very vibrant, mostly transparent, and very pigmented. This paint also blooms strongly and create bold washes. The colors will stay vivid even when you dilute it with a lot of water. Some artists love this because it creates very lively watercolor effects, but some do find it a little difficult to control or tame. So for example, if you want very detailed paintings, this may be a little too heavy for you. But for me who loves blooms and even granulation, I even mostly use cold pressed watercolor papers. I love this paint so much. So loving this paint might depend on your painting techniques. A lot of artists consider this to be an entry professional grade. It might not be equal to the top luxury brands overall, but it's often much better than most in the same range from the market. And yes, at times this paint might feel a little tacky, the paint might feel unpredictable, the palette material itself is not perfect and may feel a little cheap, and because of its binders, it may feel a little sticky at times or melty. But for someone like me who's still exploring watercolors and not doing it professionally, I don't think it's a deal breaker for me. I'm not saying that the flaws are not noticeable. They are. But I still love this set and I will continue to use it. What I love with White Nights is their effort to improve on what they have. This is also why I purchased the more refined tin palette, which we will be looking into on the next video. They actually change some of the colors and change into a tin case. I can't wait to show you. So if you're interested, hit that bell so you will know when I upload next. By the way, since this palette is very old and I didn't pre-wet the pans, so some of the paints are very dried up. As you can see on these swatches, some colors are a little faded or I didn't get enough pigment, especially the earth tones. So I reactivated these colors and then added a glaze to my current swatch, and this is how it looked. And here's a recent painting I did. And another painting I did 2 years ago. After 9 years, I would say this paint is still good. I just need to reactivate it a little more than I used to do because it's old and it's all dried up. But the colors are still vibrant, the quality of the paint is still good. And to be honest, I didn't need to buy a new one, but I really wanted to try the improved version. That's why I bought a second palette. So that's all for this video. See you on the next one.